Hey everyone, Reggie here. What you think? I like it. This is me. But the reason I'm making this video, some time has passed, but I was thinking about something not too long ago. I was thinking about the orbs. For anybody who's not familiar, watch some of my previous videos on said orbs. And orbs, as a quick recap, orbs being the light emissaries, the expeditionary forces, I guess you would say, of what I believe to be extraterrestrial beings coming down to Earth and for some odd reason checking me out. I again don't think I'm anything special. I just think it literally just shows a human. So yeah, but I was thinking about these emissaries where they're balls of light. They go around. They seem to just kind of float in place at some time. They like to look at things. I've seen them go into open doors and crevices of the my apartment. And again, I'm not exactly sure when this happens. They don't really follow a set schedule, but when they do, they kind of go around and they do their thing. Well, I was thinking about these actual emissaries. Now, as I mentioned before, I don't believe that these emissaries are actual aliens. I don't think these are intelligent beings. If anything, I think they are drones of sorts, light drones made of complete light. They've, well, rather they're sent out to explore and I guess gather data. You know, so, but I'm thinking about that. I'm like, if they can manipulate light, they must have some crazy technology. Because if you, and this is where my thought process came from. Earlier today, I read an article. It was a theory on black holes, and it mentioned light behaving as both a particle and a wave, and how that is seemingly contradictory, and how when we did the double slit experiment at some point, you really couldn't measure it until after the fact, but then it can be both. It was, I recommend it. It's the double slit experiment. Look it up online. We recreated it, and there's plenty of thought experiments on it as well. And it got me thinking, if they can control light to this extent, what else can they do? These light orbs do experience or exhibit rather anti-gravity properties. Then again, it is light, so one could say, oh well, that's easy. Light doesn't have mass, but it behaves as a particle, and particles have mass. And if you look at black holes, for example, light can't escape it. If it didn't have mass, black holes couldn't latch onto it. Light would just be able to pass around it, through it, or whatever the case may be. But no, it has mass to a certain extent on a quantum level. And when you wrap your head around this, these beings can manipulate light in that respect. That's crazy impressive. I mean, and that's the understatement of the year. And so this was all kind of jumbling around my head about what light could be and then what you would need to manipulate that. Because, with light technology, I guess you'd say, you could do so many things. I mean, that's where force fields came from. It's theorized that force fields is just light bent around an object that propels force, and or I'm mixing them up. Force field in general is just like a field. Some have theorized it's plasma. What I was referencing was invisibility. Invisibility would be the one where if you can wrap light around something, or if you could deflect light around something, you could essentially make it invisible. The from the spectrum that we can see, the only reason why we see something is light goes to it, it bounces back, hits our eyes, and we perceive it. Our brain processes it and like, oh, okay. Different colors, different structures, different textures, light interacts with them differently, and that's how we get, different effects as far as lights go. Different colors can absorb light differently. Obviously, darker colors absorbs more light, lighter colors do not. So, so with light technology, you could very well create invisibility. If you can bend light around something, invisible. Still wouldn't help you with like thermal or ultraviolet, but at least the visible light that we can see, yeah, invisibility. And who knows, maybe you could, if you can then manipulate light at such, if you can manipulate and bend it around stuff, who knows, maybe you could then change the matter of it. And then from there, maybe some kind of force field, whatever the case may be. But I just thought that was fascinating. I was applying it to the orbs and the little expeditionary orbs, thinking, I mean, just the idea of being someone from another world into our space, galaxy and whatnot, takes tremendous technology to begin with. So it's not a huge surprise that they would possibly be able to manipulate light on such a level. But again, just without conclusive evidence, it's all thought, it's all theory, but it's awesome. It's awesome to think about. I would love the chance for any like explanation as to what's going on. I mean, just to have that kind of ability, it would just, that technology would be phenomenal. I mean, it would jump humanity light years into the future if we could do something like that. But yes. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Rather short this time. I'm Reggie. I want to thank you so much for watching, and Reggie out.